Okay, so this is a 2013 Honda Fit, and the first thing I did was take off the weather stripping here. Now I'm going to pull up on this, get this out of the way. Now I'm on this side, I'm going to pull up. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take off these little gaskets here. 1, 2. These are 14 millimeters to take these off. Okay, so this side was a little tricky, so you got to kind of pull this up. You got to make sure the hood is down. You have to pull up because this little piece, this piece rests right up underneath it, and then it looks like this. So you kind of have to pull this out. You feel like you're breaking it, and then pull up, and then again this is what it looks like on the inside. And you can see there's this little white thingy here that goes right in there. So I'm going to put that over here in this bag. This side, the passenger side, is the same thing. This one was easier to get out because the white little grommet was missing for this piece. So there you go. When I get to this point, you actually want to start on the right side, the driver's side, and start lifting up and pulling it out, and then moving to the left. Okay, so I snapped 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 5 of these. So here's what those blue things look like here. And so when you orient this like this, and you turn it over, when you turn it over, see how these are like this. So you want to push this whole thing. When you're trying to get it out, you want to push it this way. You want to push it towards the passenger side. So that's a huge pain in the rear. So now we have to deal with this hose here. So I'm pulling it out here, and then it comes out like so along here. But quite frankly, I don't feel like dealing with that, so I'm going to try to move it to the side of the car. Okay, so right here is a place where you can disconnect this for the windshield wiper fluid here. So what I said was incorrect. I didn't see this before, so there you go. So I'm taking off 10 millimeter bolts here, I guess here, and here. So orientation here. So I'm unplugging this, which goes to the windshield wipers here, to get to this 10 millimeter bolt with a wrench. Okay. So unhooking this here. There you go. Oops, I've also got to, so to orient in the car, I got to take that one out, that one, and then these two. Okay, so what I like to do so I don't lose any bolts is I like to put them back in so they don't get lost. So 1, 2, 3. This is for the windshield wipers. There's one here. There's one there to give orient. So here, 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 there, and I've got one here. And then I'm also going to lift this thing up a little bit too. So for this little thing, there's this little piece here that goes into this hole, so you have to lift it up enough and then twist it around. That's how you deal with that. I'm taking off various sensors. I disconnected the negative side of the battery. Next step, taking this bolt and then this bolt down there for the air intake. Okay, so when you loosen this up, these bushings stay on it. Same thing with down below. So I unhooked this because of all the sensors. See, white to white, this goes away. Now, when I shake it, there's a lot of play here. So I'm gonna have to take this off, and then there's also play here. So give me a minute. So I took off the two tabs and I'm just trying to take it in pieces. So I have this here, which looks incredibly clean. So that's that piece of it. Let's see what's next. So this little guy right here is a 5.5 millimeter. So this hose here, a bunch of blue stuff came out of it. Right here, this is coming up to here. So notice this has two different hoses going to it. This goes to this, not back there. So, and then we've got another sneaky fella right here. So I was trying to figure out how to get this thing off, and I was curious. There's nothing here. Like, there's nothing behind this. I thought, you know, maybe there was a secret door. Nothing there, so there's nothing to be gained by opening that up. Just to document, this hose here, which goes right here, I'm calling this B. This is B. I'm going to try this a different way. These two are 12s. So, yeah, let's see if we can do it that way. So, I think I've got some type of a vacuum thing going on here. So this thing, we've got B coming into it, but A here splinters off into here. So I'm going to try to take this hose off and see if I can get it out that way. So this big hose right here actually feeds into the bottom of this thing. Just to document, this comes right off of here. So that gives me a little bit more space. Just to document, this hose D goes right back here. So see this little clamp right there. Just to document, this is D. Okay, this is D. I'm gonna mark this one as E as in Edward. So this manifold, there are 4. 1, 2, 3. And then way down below is the 4th one. Okay. I'm sorry, there's a 5th one right here. This lower one down here takes this bolt. You have these 3 which are identical, then there's this one. So yeah, it's this one right here. This hole right here is the one that gets the shorter stud. Also, this manifold on this side, you have these brackets, so just beware. The one in the rear can easily fall down in the back. Just to document, this one right here goes right there. Here we go. So this goes into hose F. Hose F right there. So this wiring harness connector, let's see what we can find out. So when I'm done, this one right here is going to be G, as in Gregory, hose G. This hose here with this little dot, H, H as in horse. I had to break this wire free from this to get this thing off. It was a huge pain. So again, here to the green to here, came off of there. Now with this whole thing around, here's a better shot of this thing. So here's the tab right here, and even with the tab press, it's still hard to get off. Oh. Okay, so this gives you a good idea of what we're looking at. So as I was saying before, this little bolt, because these four are the same length, this little bolt goes right here. So I'm going to move that out of the way, and then let's see what else we got to do. So now I'm taking these bolts off, 1, 2, 3, right here, with a 12mm socket. Okay. So to give you perspective, we've got a 10mm, 10mm, 10, 10, 10, 10, and then right down here, there's one that's hard to get to because of this plastic, so I'm going to have to wing that a little bit. To get this one down here, you have to pull out the dipstick. And then now I've got to deal with this one. So just to give you a perspective, what I took out, there you go. This special bolt here is right here. This little bolt right there. So, there you go. This little bolt right here, significantly smaller than the other ones, it goes right here in a special bracket, and this whole thing comes down, and hopefully I can get to this. So just to orient you, so this has a little gasket on the back, it goes down like this, and this small little one here had this tiny bolt here. So that's that portion of it. I'm going to just set this over here, and there you go. Okay, these two holes right here, get these two bolts point blank. try to take this off, but it was really giving me trouble, so I'm going to just see if I can wing it. Note, this goes just like that. Just to document, that hole, or that there's also one over here. That is this bolt. Be careful when you take it out to have a magnet or something underneath it, because it'll fly and drop everywhere. So that big hole right there is this. I'm going to label this manifold A.